We've got the War of the... also, for further clarification, I have War of the Chosen enabled, but I don't have the original DLCs for XCOM 2, so I'm not playing with Alien Rulers or Shen's Last Gift. So we don't have access to Sparks. Which is fine by me. There's plenty of stuff in War of the Chosen alone to play with. Alright, we have very little supplies. I think that means it's time to go to the Hollow Globe.
Good to see you on your feet again. Welcome to the bridge, the nerve center of our operation. The aliens have our entire world in their grip. Advent controls everything. Government, communications, industry, not to mention the military. And it's on us to take it all back. Resources and time are tight, Commander. It'll be up to you to decide how to best use both. The ship is yours.
Commander, so far these skirmishers have been true to their word. Their operative has just relayed the coordinates of their acting headquarters here, which, considering their history, is a big step for them. It'd be worth spending some time here to investigate the area and meet their leader, Betos.
You know them as they were, the soldiers of Advent. Now they are free to choose. If you stay
Kind of allied with these guys already,
they will stand
by virtue of our
with you
starting
till the
choice.
end.
Skirmishers are former Advent.
Puppets of Advent,
Yeah.
slaves to the Elders' twisted vision. Now, slowly we are freed, and all who see their bonds broken are driven to fight the Elders with a rage that cannot be stopped. By our own hands, we will destroy all that the Elders value.
Commander, one of our resistance contacts just tipped us off to a site that may be worth investigating.
So, here on the globe screen, your campaign will start on a random location. Looks like we ended up in New Mexico. That's not the state of New Mexico, but the country of New Mexico? Resistance Outpost of New Mexico. Don't worry about it. We like it spicy. As we progress through the campaign, we'll be able to make contact with other regions here. And XCOM and the Resistance Network will spread across the globe, so we'll be able to traverse across over to Asia and Europe and Africa and all that. But right now there's supplies in Quebec to go get to. We do want some more supplies. Time is passed by scanning at a location. Certain locations, essentially we choose where and how to spend our time with the adventure. We can speed up the building of the Resistance Ring, which is actually not a bad idea. But getting the supplies is also not a bad idea. We'll get some supplies.
Avenger plotting new course.
Not sure how much it is. But resources are hard to come by in the early game. Let's get our hands on some.
Commander, the Avengers' remote scanning capabilities will help us search the area for clues or other resources. It's going to take some time, though.
As we
A lot
scan,
of ground to cover.
as time passes, research will be unlocked, and missions will start to appear.
The outcome of this research can only further our advances, Commander.
Weapon upgrades available. We've had the troops digging through scrap piles and looting corpses, and at this point it's safe to assume they're on constant vigil for anything we could use to improve our gear. All the raw materials in the world won't mean much if I can't find a use for them, but I think this modular weapon system is a good start. Having pushed our existing designs about as far as I thought possible, the integration of a few key alien components provided the much-needed stability we've been looking for. With these modifications in place, we should be able to attach larger upgrades for even more firepower. The troops will like that. So, we can now use that scope that we found. Let's see who we can give it to.
Constant vigil over my activities is starting to wear thin. I consider myself a patient man.
Plus
but
10
eventually,
aim.
she's going to have to trust me if we're going to achieve our
Let's
goals.
give that to our skirmisher. Replaced but not reused. Yes. Good.
Yes, Commander.
So we must assign a new research. Mag weapons would take 63 days. Research time very slow on legend difficulty. We really need to have some more scientists in order to make this research time accessible. Let's grab the other early stuff. Alien biotech, you're up next.
The science is eager to begin, Commander.
It's literally just Tygan in the lab.
Strategic resource located.
57 supplies, huh? That wasn't very much. There are recent successes. Members of the Resistance in New Mexico have brought us reports of activity we may want to investigate. 8 days to get some rookies. I want to build
Setting
faster.
course for Mexico.
Commander, as the Resistance continues to grow, we'll have a better chance of finding openings to strike back at Advent.
All right.
As it is, we've already identified a potential target to disrupt the aliens' operations in this region. Our window of opportunity is limited, so we'll have to move fast.
We get our first real mission here. Guerrilla Op. A new target for our guerrilla operations against Advent. And that'll give us our first engineer. Protect the device. We'll want to take our leveled soldiers on this one. We could use this as an opportunity to level up a rookie, but I think we want to get experience stacked onto our best troops for the moment. So here on the squad loadout screen, we get to choose what everybody's equipped with. We're going to have... Do we want Adonis Incarnate to be armed with the flashbang, or do we want the Assault to have the flashbang? Put it on the support. Perfect. So we have 1 flashbang, 3 regular grenades. Haven't unlocked a whole lot of other items yet. Operation Senseless Summer. Let's go.
Sky Ranger deployed.
Menace, ready to deploy.
Begin.
Word has it the Resistance has been pulling data critical to the aliens' latest project from the Advent network using something they rigged up in this area. As far as we can tell, the aliens have figured out what's going on and they're sending reinforcements in to destroy the device. We're moving in to secure the area and protect the device before they manage to take
So you
it
have to
out.
neutralize all enemies, secure and protect the transmitter. I don't exactly remember this mission format. These early missions have randomly generated objectives
Hostile forces are already moving to destroy the data tap installed nearby.
and forces.
We need to lock down the area and secure the device at all costs.
Left Alt. So we have to get to the device, which is rather far away. The enemies are going to start attacking it over time. Our objective is to move through this train station-like place in a way that's not wildly reckless so that we don't get discovered by enemy forces before we're ready to. Again, one of the main things to avoid in an XCOM mission is spotting enemies at the wrong time. It is bad. Tunnel snakes rule. I guess we'll start with this move here. Gotta be careful of corners in particular, as enemy pods lurking behind corners can be a really nasty way to get spotted unexpectedly.
Moving to position.
So we want to generally progress towards the objective, but again, not recklessly.
I'm on the move.
Careful about the ways in which we reveal new tiles. Okay. And then once everybody's kind of revealed. You don't want to go too further forward afield here. Just going to stop with the moves for this turn. Hey, Cosmo Recast. Okay, so there's already a group of enemies on the transmitter. They're going to do damage to it. Actually, not sure how much health it has. Quite a bit, but not enough that I can allow that to happen for too long. So we have to be swift as we advance through the map here. But also slow. It's tough. It's tough being XCOM.
Moving out.
Let's go here.
Je m'en charge.
As we're concealed, we can make some reasonably aggressive moves here.
Orders confirmed. Moving out.
A long run.
Movement here.
Okay, I can see that there's a large number of enemies just clustered around the defend objective. That is less than ideal, actually.
Reçu. Je bouge. Understood. Moving out.
Okay. So we probably want to breach through this door here.
Heading out.
Yeah, we'll just use the grenade. Easy. Blow them all up.
En route vers la position indiquée. Headed there now.
Yes, Commander.
Quiet. Did you hear something?
Okay, so pretty much have a sighting on, I think, pretty much everything in the map at this point. We saw that there was an officer and a weaker unit there. I think we can open the door without being revealed, right? So we're going to find out.
Affirmatif. J'y vais. L'ennemi est en train de bouger.
Okay, so we are concealed here, which means that combat doesn't start as soon as we saw that guy. We have to reveal ourselves by taking an offensive action. That essentially lets us get a bit better into position for our initial engagement here. Gotta be careful, though. Just because don't always trust the indicator as to which tiles are actually safe to fire from, or to be in.
Approach.
It's not always correct.
Rolling.
The shotgun. If there are enemies that you don't see, those won't be accounted for. Am I playing with all DLCs? No, I'm just playing with War of the Chosen. Not 100% sure where to put our sharpshooter here. This guy doesn't move. We could shoot him from here, but I'd rather be there, but I don't trust that location to be safe. And I don't trust this location to be relevant. Actually wanted to be by the door, I think, with the sharpshooter. Fine, I'll go here.
Affirmative. Moving out.
Let me fire the pistol. So we don't want to activate anything this turn. Alright. It's go time. I think I'm going to start by firing the sniper rifle. I don't really want to do any sort of Overwatch trapping. I just want to start by picking off this guy and the sectoid.
Taken care of. We've been spotted.
Oh, the sectoid didn't do anything, though. Interesting. Not sure what to make of that. No good cover here. This is fine, actually. Let's start with this.
J'y vais.
Okay.
I'm on the move.
Probably not where I want to go.
To that position.
You're gonna Overwatch too.
Stand ready.
Vigilance. Scanning.
Okay, so it wasn't even active, technically. Fascinating. So is he gonna get this move and then an action? That's weird, if so, actually. Really wish I knew how much health that thing had left. Okay, no, didn't get an action. That's good. Can very easily dispatch the sectoid with the Ranger. Ranger has the slash ability, although it's not a guaranteed hit. Notably, sectoids take double damage from melee attacks, so they are weak to swords. It's a cruel fate. At least give aid protocol. I think that's what I'm going to do, is just slash here. Ranger can slash anything within movement range. This will end the Ranger's turn. I am allowed to slash from behind full cover. That's what I'll do. Took double damage, but did not die. You're going to have to move forward, lady. Let's go here.
Je rejoins la position.
Take your shot. Take that thing out.
Cible éliminée.
I'm a little worried we're a bit slow on the draw here.
Coming.
As you command. Reloading.
Did they miss it?
I got eyes on Advent troops.
I'm so confused. But, alright, that's why I didn't go too far forward. This is actually a really good position to be in now. Especially if I can blow the cover off the sectoid and slash or the other thing. How much bigger is a flashbang explosion, by the way? Oh, geez, that's huge. Wow, that is an awesome grenade. Okay, good. Can hit the sectoid and the trooper's cover, or the sectoid's cover. Can't do both. It's the 2-hit on the slash attack. 88, but I won't have cover. It seems kind of suicidal. Hello and welcome, Evil Panda. How's it going? D12 Big Proof, thanks for the 100 bits. Hard to believe I've made so much content on Twitch. Truly absurd. So I can't use Justice on the sectoid? Is that because I can't see it from here or what? Totally shoot at it normally. Interesting. It's definitely a good time to have the sniper use their grenade. I think a grenade is warranted. Blow this cover to hell. A better place to throw from, right? Could go here, but then we're more exposed. I don't want to aggro the other group that's just inside at the moment. So yeah, I'm going to throw here. Like this or like this? Like this.
Throwing grenade.
Might throw another grenade. Yeah, Nucleate says Justice only works on humanoids, and I was about to be like, and you're telling me that the sectoid is not a humanoid? Oh, we got both their cover too. Perfect. I guess it's a sectoid, not a humanoid. The oid is already specified. So that just makes sense, actually. Alright, and now our skirmisher is set up to take 2 clean shots on fools. Actually, what's the 2-hit on Justice here? 53? Not very good. Let's start by killing this guy. Damn right they do. I'm a little worried about that one trooper, though. I want to get spotted. This looks like a safe place to go.
Position confirmed.
It's a really good shotgun shot.
Target down.
Alright, who is most vulnerable? Probably use defense protocol. We could make some lousy shots at this guy. He's in full cover, so he's pretty hard to hit. I guess let's try to hit him with Justice. 53 is worth rolling. Got him. Nice.
We triumph!
Sweet. Okay, you're just going to creep up slightly and then reload.
J'ai rechargé.
Alright, next turn we try to blitz in, kill the last group. Hopefully there's still health left on the transmitter. Looks like a yes. Don't light on fire. Fire is very bad. Is there anything I can grapple to? Oh, I can grapple up here? Dude.
Tactical movement. I see our objective.
Oh, so it's at 26 out of 44. It had plenty of health. Cool. So Skirmisher still has 2 moves from there. Let's go here. That also means I can take 1 more turn if I need to. This is perfect.
Rolling out. Ça roule. Je passe en vigilance. It's killing time.
I am reloading. I await their approach.
Got so much help. All right, buddies.
Je suis en route. Force d'advance dans le secteur.
Where are you gonna go? They'll try to find cover when they're revealed, but if you make that impossible for them, they may go to weird locations when the pod initially scatters. So here I've set us up for some really easy flanks by just putting our soldier in such a way that they can't take conventional cover. So now they're all over the place, and they're gonna die. Really, really badly. They're gonna die. Although that guy's a slight problem. Yeah, it's way too close for the sniper rifle. You know? And killed 2 out of 3, it looks like. Who am I flanking here? I think that guy, but deeply, deeply unclear. Let's go here. Ooh, he lived! Okay, the sniper will finish him.
Heading to that location. What do we got here? Nailed him.
If we finish the mission, we get the loot.
Heading there now. Target neutralized.
Alright, good shot. And Adonis can't make the kill, so you're gonna flee to full
Je
cover.
vais vers la position.
He's probably just gonna shoot the thing anyway. Hey there, Hell's Razor. Good to see you. Alright, I want the skirmisher to get the kill.
I go as ordered. Their service
Status
is over.
confirmed.
Okay,
All
a
hostiles
very
are
simple
down
first
and the area
mission.
is secure.
Nice and clean.
We must never allow these dissidents to fill our hearts with fear. Their victory today is a minor footnote in history, a small bump on the path of salvation the elders have set forth for us.
End the Elder's false vision. That is the purpose of all skirmishers. Until they
Did we not miss a single shot during that
no
fight?
other path for us.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
The Resistance factions take a more flexible approach to training than traditional soldiers. They can often learn multiple new abilities with each promotion.
Well, that's right. They don't have a traditional
We'll
ability
follow your
tree.
choices, Commander.
You just have to, like, spend soldier action points on new abilities. Reflex. When fired upon, gain 1 extra action on the next turn. Triggers once per mission. So 1 time, 1 action. Throwing a grenade or using an item no longer ends the turn, so you can do that twice. When targeted by enemy fire, automatically fire back with the bullpup once per turn. Probably don't want reflex. I'm thinking either total combat or return fire. Depends on how tanky we want to try to make them. Can't see what the other options are. The Greasy, thanks for 4 months of support. Turn fire a little scary because the gun has such low ammo. That's true. There's ways to make that not the case, of course. I think I do want to make a return fire skirmisher. Let's start with total combat. Our sniper gets to choose between Long Watch or Return Fire. Long Watch allows Overwatch with the sniper rifle, or Return Fire means if shot at, they'll fire back with their pistol once per turn. Same as the Skirmisher, except this Return Fire doesn't cost ammo. because it's with the secondary weapon, which has infinite ammo. I want to do Long Watch. Long Watch is fun. We'll have to remember to take advantage of that squad sight stuff. And then Medical Protocol or Combat Protocol. These are both really good. Medical Protocol can allow us to stabilize bleeding soldiers remotely. Doesn't even require a medkit to be used, or Combat Protocol does guaranteed damage. So we can kill low health enemies, basically no matter what, and does bonus damage to robots. Hell's Razor, did you hear about the specialist who kept making puns? Never failed to elicit a drone from the crowd. I do like both of these abilities quite a bit. Let's go with the offensive perk for our specialist here, but I think they're both quite good. Get a laser sight. Bonus crit chance. That was the dropped loot. Commander.
Hello, Commander. The council you once knew is no more. Its membership have all sworn loyalty to the Advent administration, with one exception. It is good to see you again. In the days since your capture, I have done all I can to aid the resistance from the inside. It was these resistance operatives that provided the intel leading to your recent extraction. As of now, resistance forces are currently somewhat disorganized. If we are to defeat Advent and their alien masters, you must change this before it is too late. What you are seeing are classified reports of missing civilians from across the world. Their numbers are growing. We suspect they have been taken to a nearby Advent black site.
Our first
though
major
its
story
exact
mission.
Location remains unknown. Time is short, Commander. We need you to take charge of resistance operations throughout the world. Establish contact with the local cells and bring them into the fold. Find this black site and shut it down. Save our world. The clock is ticking. Good luck, Commander.
New objective added.
So our first step in getting to the bottom of all this, we have to find the black site. And then shut down the black site. So to do this, we have to research resistance communications, fly to the black site region, and make
We're
contact.
ready to move when you are, Commander.
We also have our
I've
first
updated our
engineer.
objectives based on the latest information.
Considering the limited resources available to you, Commander, you have still managed to exceed my expectations. Excellent work.
Oh, is that the voice of Optimus Prime? Actually, never knew that, but it makes perfect sense now that I think about it for 5 seconds.
Commander, having these two soldiers continue to work together has paid off. They know each other well enough at this point that we can have them train as a pair for additional tactical capabilities.
So something added with, I think, War of the Chosen is the ability to form soldier bonds. Bonus level between... bonus for the emotional investment that you form with the soldiers in your roster. Soldiers that deploy frequently on missions together can be bonded, which we'll do here, allowing them to confer action points to one another. Grant an additional action point to a teammate has a single charge shared between bondmates. Really good to put onto a skirmisher. Yeah,
Commander,
put them on a
the media
poster.
is a powerful tool
Black and
to
engine,
attack Advent's
thunder,
propaganda
and
machine.
lightning.
I say it's time we turn it against them.
Yeah.
By
we need-
spreading the word of our soldiers' exploits in combat,
give us a better background.
we can bolster morale throughout the resistance.
with different colors, please. Good lord. Yeah, there we go. It's got to be black. Actually, I like that quite a bit. There we go. There's your movie poster. Thunder and lightning.
That's a cute pose.
Great.
Now that we have more staff on the engineering team, we can start clearing out space for new facilities, Commander. We should keep looking for more recruits, though. We'll need them to staff the facilities once they're built.
Beautiful. So let's put that engineer on the resistance ring right now, so that we can get that up and running here. Friendship get. Broken Bard says, I used to name the characters after my friends and print out the posters from the bonds and put them up on my fridge. I think I did that with some
There's been plenty of gripes about
some
my
Pokemon
find.
Snap
I don't
photos
see anybody
printed
else
at GameStop
stepping
way
up
back,
than the
or not,
autopilot.
printed at Blockbuster, excuse me, way back in the day. Way back in the day.
Commander, we have a lead on the alien black site, but we'll have to rely on the local
Brooding
resistance to actually
stranger.
get us into the facility. We should try to make contact with their forces in the region as soon as possible. It's the only way we're going to find out what's behind this so-called Avatar project.
For supplies. So it's in the western U.S. We'll have to make contact, which means we need to research resistance communications. First, I want to build the resistance ring. I'm going to scan here until it's done.
Much of my own research based upon this simple design. If only I had known. Ah, Commander, excellent timing. There's been some progress. I've managed to break down several key components of the chip implanted into your skull. My analysis reveals that its primary function was that of a conduit, passing a vast amount of data directly to your cerebral cortex. With
Just like the
primary
simulations.
connection severed, much of that data is lost. Several fragments do remain, however. Ghosts, if you will. Observe. Tactical combat simulations. War games. The sheer volume of encounters you were processing was astounding. It is truly remarkable that you survived as long as you did. Though this may seem disconcerting, there is still some good news. This chip bears a striking resemblance to a medical implant I briefly assisted in developing at the gene therapy clinic in New Providence. My understanding was that the implants were intended for high-ranking Advent officers only, captains or above. Retrieving a chip from such an officer would be the only way to know for certain. A greater understanding of these implants would undoubtedly benefit us all, Commander.
New objective added.
D12 Brig Proof says, this is saying that the previous XCOM games were simulations. That's what's being hinted at there. That was some cutscene footage from XCOM Enemy with the XCOM Enemy Unknown, the 2012 remake for Axis's first XCOM game. So it's implying that the commander, the player character here that's controlling XCOM's efforts, has been held captive by Advent, with tactical combat simulations being run through his brain repeatedly, or your brain repeatedly. And everything that you faced in the first game was a simulation kind of designed to test you, while the aliens had already begun the process of enslaving Earth. Yeah, canonically, you lose the first few missions of XCOM the first, which is what most people did. Yours truly included, I believe. Tell me more. Tell me less.
The Advent officers have clearly been modified to allow for their subordinates to receive new orders psionically. The implanted chip is the key.
With little time to prepare, we were forced to conduct an extremely invasive procedure on the commander in order to remove what appeared to be an implant carefully enmeshed within the occipital lobe. Although all indications were that the device was not designed for removal, concerns as to the commander's potential longevity and the risk of possible remote manipulation by the aliens left us with little alternative. Despite my concerns, the commander has so far felt no lasting effects from the procedure and appears to be recovering ahead of expectations. As for the chip itself, my initial findings are alarming, to say the least. The device is psionically driven by the latent energy of the subject's brain, in this case the commander. More importantly, it appears the device functions as both a transmitter and a receiver, relaying information via some form of psionic link. Even after removal, I've had to shield the device to contain the residual psionic field surrounding the implant itself, for fear of what it might be capable of. If my current theory is correct, the commander may have played a more important role in Advent's operations than we could have possibly imagined. Now we have an infirmary as a thing that we can build. And we have to choose a new research. 12 days for resistance communications. We could also autopsy the officer, but I think we'll start on the priority research here.
Valuable applications stemming from this technology. I'll have a report assembled as soon as the research is complete. I must admit, having successfully completed the operation necessary to remove the commander's implant,
It's almost done.
I am intrigued by the possibility of examining another subject for comparative analysis. Since the officer in question will likely have expired long before arrival here, I may rely on a faster, more invasive approach to removing the chip.
Yeah, more invasive indeed.
Commander?
The Skulljack. That'll be fun. So we finished the resistance rings. This is going to allow us to perform covert actions, deploying some of our side roster on
Commander,
special
the
tasks.
factions you have contacted are well equipped to track down the Chosen. Their knowledge will be invaluable in helping XCOM locate and eliminate these threats.
Commander, we'll need to send our own soldiers out to work with the Resistance factions to complete these covert actions. They'll be gone for a few days, but this will help us build influence with the Resistance while generating material support.
Commander, I've learned that we have new opportunities to strike at the Elders, should you wish to pursue them.
So, with covert actions, we can send some of our troopers, who are not currently being used for things, on special missions that take a little bit of time. Occupy soldiers, giving them experience, and usually a stat reward or some other special kind of bonus
This
here.
operation is going to require some field experience, Commander.
I think we'll start with
We'll need
finding
to
the
send one of our
Templars.
vets to lead the effort.
We get +1 mobility on one of the soldiers here. Am I able to see who's doing? Am I able to see their mobility stats, namely? Actually, let's send the ranger on that. Oh, you can't send a tired soldier. Well, fair enough. That just makes sense. Yes, I can see your stats. There's no randomness there. Everybody has 12 mobility. Will seems random. Aim is not random. Everybody's got 65. Cool. Okay. So we'll pick one rookie. I guess we'll give them bonus mobility. And just have two...
What can I do for you, Commander?
Not build. Where's the covert op thing?
You lived in one of the colonies for a
commands.
few years before linking up with Central, right?
Yes, one of the advantages of working with Advent. On the surface, it was very comfortable.
Wait, where did it go?
But there was a price for that comfort.
The millions of people in those cities don't seem to
Hello?
mind all that much.
Yes, but Advent
Okay,
is
I just have to click on it
always
directly.
watching. Between their forces and the
Send two
aliens
rookies.
themselves,
You.
they see everything, not to mention the automated systems. There's nothing quite
So
like
we'll send these two
fighting
to for 13 days to locate the Templar faction. That should give us a Templar,
Work is well
which will be very useful,
but it will be sometime
and
yet
give them both
before my
XP as well.
research is complete.
Increase covert action duration. No, we're gonna use that engineer to.
Commander, so far I haven't seen anything critical among the alien components left over in this area. If we clean this stuff out, we could probably use this space for a new facility. Excavation is underway, Commander, but
so clearing the alien debris will take some time, but we will get supplies for salvaging it.